Hi, I'm Aura and welcome to this first class in this series. Thank you for joining me, and I'm so happy as we start this journey on our path to recommitting to our highest self, back to the source of our existence, the source that is the creation of the universe. You are the universe, experiencing the universe in human form. And as we go through this series, we will slowly start to discover more and more the truth about our truest selves. So, before we begin, I would like to open with an opening mantra which you may or may not be familiar with, and that is the Gayatri Mantra. So, you can join me if you know it. If you don't, it's absolutely okay. But let's begin with a Namaskar mantra with our hands joined in great reverence to our source. And let's begin. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. Feel the vibrations coursing through your body. Fantastic. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Gayatri Mantra, if you translate it, Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat, which means we meditate on the most adored Supreme Lord, the Creator whose divine light illuminates all realms. May this divine light illuminate our intellect. So mote it be. Absolutely beautiful. Now, again, throughout this series and throughout what I teach, I will be taking snippets from divine messages that come from the Bhagavad Gita, from the Upanishads, from ancient Egyptian and Greek esoteric schools, as well as the Bible. Now, if any of these resonate with you or they do not, you can take parts of it that you connect with and you can just release or let go of the rest. In any of these classes, no matter what I am doing, if there is something that you are uncomfortable with, even if it's the speed at what we are doing, or it's the number of counts that we are doing, or any prayer or any message that you feel you do not want to take to heart, you can always release it and let it go. There is nothing, I will never force you to do anything or say that you have to believe in something or you have to do it. No, it's up to you. Your life and everything in it is your decision, your will, and your choice. And I will never force you to follow anything that I'm teaching in this class. Okay? So relax. And before we continue with the class, I want to take a snippet or read a message today that you can meditate on in your free time, or you can really introspect on when you have the time, if you want to. Again, this is taken from the book Step by Step, The Ascended Master Discourses by Peter Mount Shasta. This is from chapter 1, Laws of Life. Man in his activity on this planet is a spiritual being first and a physical being second. The spiritual quality of man has never been fully defined, for the majority of mankind through long centuries has forgotten his connection with his source of life and has come to think of himself as something quite apart, each individual being separate. This is not the case, for man individually and en masse is but one. Only in the heart can the individual find that oneness that is the truth of all things. Do not let your attention be held by some imperfection that is either in your world or another's, whether it be a physical, mental, or an emotional thing. Remove your attention from imperfection. Remember, the law always has been: what your attention is upon, you draw into your being, and the imperfection will be there unless you remove it by seeing only the perfection. This is easy when you know your source and that your connection with God is within. You are a spiritual being, a manipulator of light, love, and power, rather than a physical being conscious only of lack. Know always, I am that which I wish to become. I am the fulfillment of my destiny here on earth. I am the victory of light itself. I am the commanding presence moving in and conquering everywhere I move. I am the victory of life over death. I am that I am. This consciousness, this at-one-ment with your source, is the attainment of one-pointedness. It is more difficult to attain when individuals permit their attention to stray from one imperfection to another. See the perfection you wish to become. Hold your attention upon this perfection and let the energy of life flowing through you make it a reality. So mote it be. So let's take another minute to reflect on what we have just read. To take to heart the parts that resonate the most with us and to let go of anything that is not meant for our highest good. Even though we are doing this together, each of us individually and always is on our individual path to mastery. That is the ultimate goal. Now that we have declared our opening mantra for this sacred sanctum time and also read some divine words straight from the source, from the ascended masters, let's join our hands together in Namaskar Mudra in front of us with great reverence to the creator of this universe. Rub your hands together, generating your own eternal heat, your own eternal flame and fire. Confidently rub your hands together. Don't be distracted by anything outside. Let the world exist as it would like to. Be still within yourself. And when you have generated enough heat, keeping your eyes closed, cup your hands over your eyes like this. Beautiful. Blink a couple of times. And now rub that heat. Oh yes, rub that heat gently all over your body. Bring your hands in front of your face. Open it up like a budding flower, a blooming lotus. The opening or the awakening of consciousness, and then when you open your eyes, look at your hands. Namaste. So now, if you are wondering why I'm doing this class in bed, it's because for the next week, for the next few classes, we are going to be doing it in bed. I want you to ease into these yoga somatic movements. These are slow, very conscious, very confident movements where I aim to not increase your heart rate or your blood flow. This is just easing you into it. So if you are in bed, you can still do these movements in the morning when you wake up, in the night before going to sleep, even if you're just, lying down or you're sitting on your couch and, you're watching TV or you're doom scrolling on your phone or you're thinking about something, just in the moment between moments, in the space between thoughts. Try doing these movements, try connecting with yourself very comfortably in your bed or in any place, even if you don't have a yoga mat at the moment, because if you are somebody who still has a lot of trauma trapped in your body, or you are somebody who isn't used to physical exercise or yoga, it can be intimidating, and your body is suddenly going to feel like, oh my god, what is this new movement? And it might create a sense of fear or a sense of urgency, which I don't want to happen. This sanctum time that we are doing together should be the most peaceful, the most engaging, the most beautiful time for you, most relaxing, and that is the most important. If you don't achieve, if you're unable to keep up to what we are saying and what we are doing, it doesn't matter. There are the 7 laws of hypnoticism. Some of these laws are the principle of vibration, the principle of polarity, the principle of rhythm, the principle of cause and effect, the principle of correspondence, the principle of mentalism, and the principle of gender. And when we talk about the principle of gender, again, we are not talking about the physical body, we are talking about the masculine and the feminine energies. Now, when you were conceived, okay, when your divine spark first entered the earth plane, while the temple or your body was still being built at the time of conception, you are conceived as a physical being first, not as a physical being, but as a divine spark, as an essence that was created by the union of both masculine and feminine energy. And first, being the divine spark, your temple or your body was still being built, the physical being was still being built. So the truth of who you are is actually that you are a divine being or a divine spark built out of the solar or masculine right side of your energy and the lunar or the feminine or the left side of your energy. So keep all these things in mind, which I again will repeat, but basically I'm just introducing you to this right now so that you have a better understanding of your body and the reason why we do certain movements, why we do certain mantras, why we do certain counts. It's because it's creating a rhythm. Everything is creating a rhythm. Day and night is a rhythm. Seasons are rhythms, and these rhythms will create a balance. You will slowly start coming together. You will slowly start creating your own rhythm. What is rhythm? Rhythm is nothing but at a molecular level, at the muon level, at the subatomic level, it is vibration, it is frequency, it is movement. What I'm going to teach you today is something that is very simple but has such a deep meaning. Let's get to our first mudra, which is called the chin mudra or the jnana mudra or the mudra of knowledge. So sit comfortably however you want. Now, I'm actually sitting on my bed and I'm feeling that I'm going inwards because of the mattress, but it's okay because today we don't really need any hard surface. If you're in bed or if you're sitting on the couch, it doesn't make a difference, but just sit comfortably wherever you are. So when we are doing this during the day, we keep our hands up in chin mudra because we are receiving grace and we are receiving light and we are receiving life from the sun or solar energy. So you are in a state of reception. If you would like to do this mudra after sunset, just turn it down. Why? This is introspection, because the moon or the lunar energy isn't a source of light, it reflects the light. So this is a time of reflection. So again, we are placing this now. You should have 5 fingers on each of your hands. So what do these 5 fingers represent? You have your smallest finger, your little pinky finger, and this is what is known as tamas. If your mind is living in the past, this is tamas, okay? Your ring finger is your rajas. That is if your mind is living in the future. And then you have your middle finger, which is the sattva, which means when your mind is living in the present and it is in a state of relaxation. So in the chin mudra or the jnana or knowledge mudra, we place our 3 fingers outward. Why? Because we are surrendering our mind, we are surrendering our monkey mind, our own inner thoughts, be it if we are living in the past, present, or future. In this mudra, it doesn't matter because we are not putting our attention on our own mind. And then you have your index finger, which is basically represented by the element of air, and that is your Jiva Atma, that is you and yourself. You feel like you are an individual, you have your individual self, and then you have your Paramatma, which is your higher self, or basically your connection to your soul or your spirit, the essence of the universe. And this is represented, your thumb is your Paramatma, which is represented by the element of fire. So in Chin Mudra or in Jnana Mudra, you are basically surrendering your mind, not your focus, and you are coming in yoga or union of your personal self with the universal mind. The Jeev Atma is surrendering in union or in yoga with the Param Atma. So place your hands on your lap, and now I will explain the first yoga breathing technique. Now there are different breathing techniques. This is the most basic one, which is called sectional breathing in yoga. In this sectional breathing, we are going to focus on our belly button, our navel basically, and that navel is where your focus is going to be, but your breath is going to go to the lowermost part of your lungs. Confidently, shoulders back. If you can, tuck in your little chicken wings, your little arms. Place your hands in Chin Mudra upwards if you are doing this during the day. And we are going to breathe for 5 rounds inhaling, 5 rounds exhaling. As I explained to you earlier, this is following one of the 7 Hermetic principles, which is the principle of rhythm. So you are creating a rhythm, you are creating a flow. And now inhale, focusing on your belly button but pulling in your breath till the bottom of your lungs, or the lowermost part of your lungs. This is one of 3 parts of sectional breathing in yoga. We will cover the other 2 tomorrow maybe, but for now be content with this. Here we go. Breathing in, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the third time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you still want to be in this position, or you want to relax, or you want to continue breathing, remember, if you're inhaling for how many ever rounds, exhale with the same number of rounds. And again go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Create correspondence, start creating rhythm and flow. You're breathing in slowly at your own pace, but keep a rhythm. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. I hope at this moment you are in a state of calm. Are you feeling calm already? Excellent. Wonderful. And now we are just going to do a few movements, or yoga somatic movements, which is just going to continue with that rhythm and flow. And now let's start. So the way to do this is to tuck your thumb in. This is also another mudra, but I will teach it later. Hands in, thumb down, and we're going to stretch out our right arm. Okay, when we are just moving our hands, now turn it clockwise. To you it would look To you, it would look like anti-clockwise what I'm doing, but for your hand, it should be clockwise. 1, 2. If you want to keep this hand still in chin mudra or jnana mudra, please continue doing so, but just move your hand in a rhythm of 5, 5, and come back. And now do it anti-clockwise. 1, 2. You see, it's very gentle. I don't understand why people have to like do these things where their breath and they are panting and they are sweating. You don't need to do that. Basic movements, okay? Now we put our hand down and start with the left hand again. Tuck your thumb in, fingers down, clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Consciously. Okay, now I'm just showing you these movements because we're going to do it again. This is for your hand. So let me just explain this to you as we are doing our neck movements as well. If you're somebody like me, and again this series is meant for anyone, but especially for those who have suffered, or rather I wouldn't say suffer, but who have survived or been through trauma, whether it was short-term traumatic events or long-term trauma like I have been through. And even if you're someone who thinks, I've never had anything traumatic, I mean, nothing major has happened to me, the thing is that your brain has developed over millennia. So there are 3 parts of your brain according to the triune theory, and the lowest part of your brain that is connected to your spinal column is known as your reptilian brain, and this part of your brain is meant for your survival. Okay, that keeps you in survival mode, which means that it is connected to something called your sympathetic nervous system. Now your sympathetic nervous system is responsible for protecting you. That's where your defense mechanism comes from. So when we talk about your defense mechanism, which you could have been more aligned with fight, flight, freeze or fawn responses, that comes from your survival mode. Now if you have gone through trauma could be anything. Again, as I mentioned, because your brain is an ancient artifact built over millennia, it cannot differentiate between fact and fiction, because it is such an ancient brain and it is still at the time of when humans were developing. But thanks to development and thanks to human beings evolving, we have something now which is our newest brain, the neocortex, or it is the part of your brain that allows you to analyze, to think, and best of all, to create. And human beings have the largest prefrontal cortex of any species currently. That's why human beings are gods, because we can override our survival instincts as beasts and we can become gods. What are gods? They are those who create with your prefrontal cortex. So even if you have been in trauma, you're stuck in trauma, and you feel like life is just collapsing on you and all around you, and you're in panic mode because of your survival or reptilian brain, you can override it by connecting with your prefrontal cortex in order to create a scenario or create a reality that will come to fruition, just as any god has ever done. Just as how, if you believe in the story of creation, or if you're aware of the story of creation, how it was just a thought. Again, another emetic principle that we are talking about, which is the principle of mentalism, that all is the mind. And the way to connect and override your reptilian brain is to meditate, to do these somatic movements. So let's say you have anxiety, you have panic, your breath is short. Just start doing these somatic movements slowly and just watch a shift in your energy. You will automatically calm down, you will automatically feel very positive, affirmative. you will feel like you are in control of yourself and you can control the situation and your reaction to any situation that is happening around you. So for now, again, sit confidently, lie down confidently, doesn't make a difference. And in keeping with the hermetic principle of rhythm, and as you breathe in your center, count now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and now as you're exhaling, move to the right till wherever you feel comfortable, your neck feels comfortable. 1, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now again count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling, come to the center, exhale. As you're exhaling, move to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now inhale, come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this movement to the right and then to the left is going to be counted as 1. Okay. Then we will have the next one. We will do all of these together, the hand and the arms together. Next one will be inhale confidently. If you aren't feeling confident, just keep repeating, I am light, I am light, I am light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, stretch confidently. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what, honestly, I kind of stuck in my right shoulder. It's kind of hurting. So even I'm a little stuck. So go till whatever point you feel comfortable with. It should feel comfortable. Okay. So let's start with our head. Counting to 5. If you want to count to 3, 8, 10, but keep that rhythm of an inhalation and an exhalation. And let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And now exhale as you come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many rounds have we completed? 4, right? One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your head aligned. Now inhale while you are still straight. Hands in any way, I'm just keeping it like this. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now start exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on back. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's round 1. Now come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's round 2. Now again inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is round 3. Now round 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back to center now. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, fantastic. And you can do this at any time, even if you're sitting in the commode, or you're lying down, or you're sitting at your desk in front of the office. Tell me, you can easily do this, right? If you're stuck anywhere, if it's okay, do it till where it is comfortable, but keep the movement. I'm already feeling very nice. My brain is feeling really nice. And then we are going to go to the next step, which is our hands. So now hand here like this, the other hand, let's go. 1, clockwise, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one round. Second round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the fifth round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now balancing out the masculine and the feminine energies. Let's do it on our left side again. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is round 1. Now round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to do more rounds, less rounds, if you want to do it clockwise for 5 rounds and then anti-clockwise for another 5 rounds, you are in charge of your own rhythm. Okay, keep doing this throughout the day. Keep practicing it. See how you feel. See how your brain feels. And then we are going to do even more movements. Again, I will meet you tomorrow in bed because we are going to do more movements, okay, which will require us moving a lot of trauma. So depending on what the trauma is, it's stored in different parts of your body, okay. The trauma for the hips is especially if you've had any sexually related trauma, whether you've had sexual abuse, miscarriages, abortions, if you have like PCOS or endometriosis or whatever it is that you are experiencing around, in and around your pelvic region, this will help to release that trauma. And you have to keep doing it, okay? If you do it just once, but you will see the difference yourself. You will feel so much better once the trauma releases. So we will continue with a lot more information, a lot more movements that we'll be introduced to, slow and steady. That's it, okay? So for now, I want to take you through. Now, this is a practice by many esoteric schools, one of them being the Rosicrucians, and this is called a celestial sanctum. The celestial sanctum is a place outside the Earth's environment where it acts as a plug point between you and cosmic consciousness or cosmic intelligence. There is nothing outside the universe. Everything is contained in the universe. Every conceivable idea, every conceivable thought, past, present, future, anything is contained within the mind of God or the universe or the cosmic consciousness. A lot of people would know it as the Akashic records or records of everything that has happened within time and space. So, what is the celestial sanctum? Now, let me just explain it to you. The resources of the complete understanding of the celestial sanctum I have put it there in the description box, is known as Liber 777 or Book 777 from the Rosicrucian teaching, so that you can understand this better as compared to what I am saying. How do you connect with the celestial sanctum? Once you are in the same celestial sanctum, you will see how ideas build, how solutions become possible, how prayers are answered in the most perfect way according to the divine plan towards perfection, towards mastery. So, before we enter the celestial sanctum, which I will guide you through for the next week, and then I want you to start doing it yourself, we are going to start off with a kind of a protective prayer just to protect us while we rise mentally to the celestial sanctum. If you are comfortable with it, you can say this prayer, you can say any other prayer of protection. It doesn't matter as long as it comes from a place of pureness. Okay, good intention, pureness. So, we will start off by saying that prayer. Again, relax. If you want to lie down, you can please lie down. I'm just sitting because it's better for me to face the camera sitting, but if you want to lie down, go ahead and do that. And I'm going to say the opening prayer before we rise to the celestial sanctum. If you're not comfortable doing this, you can just sit and observe. Let's start. May the divine essence of the cosmic infuse my being and cleanse me of all impurities of mind and body, that I may enter the celestial sanctum and attune in pureness and worthiness. So mote it be. Now, keeping your eyes closed, sitting or lying down in a comfortable position, take in a few rhythmic breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Just a couple of times till you are comfortable. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. And when you are comfortable, when you are ready, slowly exit your body from the top of your head, from the what you would call the crown chakra. Slowly ascend. Leaving your body, you are safe. You are safe and protected. Slowly leave your body. You will notice yourself. Look down, look at your room. You are looking down at yourself, sitting or lying down. You are slowly rising above your room, your house or your building. Slowly looking down, look at the area around you. Leaving behind the actual madness of what is the modern world. You're exiting it, going up higher and higher. As you're rising up, closer and closer to the earth's atmosphere, as you're going higher and higher, up and above, as you're moving, the air becomes lighter, the air becomes cleaner, you feel free, free of the physical world, free. This is your divine self, free like a bird, you're rising above. Excellent. And it's slowly entering the earth's atmosphere, the stratosphere. Intense energy, intense movement, intense wind. But it's pushing you, it's pushing you. Even the earth's stratosphere, the earth's atmosphere is pushing you higher, higher on your path of mastery. It wishes well for you. It's sending you higher out of the earth's atmosphere. Now you are outside the earth's atmosphere. You are just observing the earth below you. There is the earth doing its own madness. You are rising above it, rising. Look at that. Look at the earth there below you. And guess what? As you've exited the earth's atmosphere, Time and space, the concept of time ceases to exist because time doesn't exist. Everything is evolving, everything is in the now. There's no past, there's no future, everything is in the now. Concept of time and space doesn't exist. You are one with eternity because you are eternity. You are eternal. You left all your physical body and worries down in the earth. It doesn't matter anymore. You are up, you are up. You are floating higher and higher. Now slowly turn your attention away from the earth and its madness. Leave it alone. Start ascending the cosmos. Start going up. Start figuring out where is your celestial sanctum. It is going to be initially like a holographic bubble that's moving. That's it. There it is. You see it further and further away. Leave all that behind. Up. Ascend. Move towards your celestial sanctum. And guess what? You can design your celestial sanctum how you wish. It could be a temple, it could be a church, it could be just a structure. Slowly, the more you ascend into your celestial sanctum, the more you visit the sanctum of space, the more you make it your own, the more you get familiar with the sights, sounds, and smells. For example, now I can smell and I can hear just chiming, chiming. I'm smelling the intense scent of the sweet Indian rose. Intense scent. It's peaceful. You can smell incense, smell peace. The very atmosphere is tingling with divinity. Oh my God. The entire atmosphere is electric with divine energy. It's electric and you're swimming in it and it's all consuming and it's in you, it's outside you because you're no longer a physical body. You are your eternal energy, your eternal self. You can feel it moving higher and higher. Get into your celestial sanctum. Move around in it. Move around. And this is the first time that you're experiencing it. Move around, look around, see how it is. Beautiful. Just explore. And the more you come to your celestial sanctum, the more you can get in tune with it, how it is, where you are, where is your place of rest in it. Is it in soft grass by the river of life, cleansing you, purifying you. See, this place is safe. It's divine. There is divine cosmic energy. All the you doesn't exist. All on the earth, whatever is happening, all the idiots, all the garbage, all the manipulation, all the control far behind you. Leave it. You are in a place of eternity. A place where some of the greatest minds, the most transcendent, ascended masters, the very source of divine energy and life itself finds its way. And you can spend as much or as little time as you want in this place. Excuse me, because I want to spend some time here, maybe just a couple of minutes, because I will guide you back down, okay? Now, I'll just guide you back down. You can do this yourself as many times as you want in the day, as many times as you need. You will keep practicing this over the course of time. I'm just introducing you to the space. So that's why I'm quickly trying to remove you from there as well, bring you back down so that we can close. Let's come back down. Say goodbye to the Celestial Sanctum. Come back out. Come back down. We're leaving it there. It is the glorious, glorious bubble of divine consciousness, cosmic intelligence coming down. Coming back down. In eternity. If you notice as you're leaving the Celestial Sanctum that you are just a point for all eternity. There's eternity spreading around you. Every possibility extends from you like a line. Every sort of possibility is around you and you are in eternity. Just a spot in eternity. And you're coming down. Coming down, now you're back. You're feeling the earth's pull, the earth's gravitational pull is pulling you down. The earth says, yes, welcome back, my darling. Welcome back. You're coming down. As you enter the earth's atmosphere, it's pulling you faster and faster to your body. You can feel that pull, the gravitational pull back to the physical earth. Back to, you can see, oh, you're coming down. Faster and faster back into your body, back being pulled down, back to the top of your head, back into your body. And before you let go of this experience, we will say the closing prayer, which is, may the God of my heart sanctify this attunement of self with the celestial sanctum. So mote it be. Okay, and now that you are back, how was this experience? I'm already feeling lighter. I'm feeling far more positive. I know we did a lot less yoga movements today, yoga somatic movements today, just the very basic. It was just to get you to the starting point. Tomorrow we will do a lot more. Okay, so don't worry about it. Keep practicing this. Now, anytime you remember what you have just learned, you can start doing any of the hand movements, the head movements. Go into your celestial sanctum again and again. Now, we will do the closing mantra as well, which once again I'm just going to do the Gayatri Mantra, just because we started with it today and it's a very popular, very kind of a celestial, very sparkly mantra. I just love it. Okay, let's go through it, joining our hands again together in Namaskar Mudra, right in front of your heart and in front of your sternum where your divine flame resides. In great reverence to the divine flame within you and the divine flame or the divine spark that ignited and created the universe just with a single thought, let there be light. And that's how you came to be. And that's how the universe came to be. Let there be light, and there was you. And now you can close your eyes or keep it open. Let's say the Gayatri Mantra once again. Om Bhur Svah Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Inhale and exhale for a few moments. Rub your hands together. Create that internal flame. The heat of the internal flame. Let it sparkle. Nice, great, generate heat. Close your eyes. We are going to cup our hands over our two eyes. Blink a couple of times. Spread that warmth, that heat, that electricity that you generated over your body. Keep your hands in front of yourself. Open it up like the blooming or the blossoming of a flower or of consciousness. And when you open your hands, look at the miracle that is your hands. And do good, only good today with these hands, okay? Join it in Namaskar Mudra. Namaste.